Welcome to the Unapologetic Man Podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
What is up, ya champions? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Uniform Mike Papa, the Unapologetic Man Podcast. I really do appreciate it. Today, I'm going to give you five different openers to use on the dating apps. I know the dating apps are such a goddamn David Hasselhoff. A lot of you guys don't even want to deal with it. And it's funny because if I give you these five openers and they don't work for you, inevitably I'm going to get emails. It's like, bro, they didn't work for me. Why didn't they work for me? It's because your profile, man. So when I say it has a 90% success rate, relax everybody, okay? They're not going to work for you if you show up to the dating apps looking like a mountain troll, your freaking teeth all blown out, and a Batman picture behind you with the corner hanging down and spider webs coming off of it, and you're like, why didn't I get these results? CoachMarkSing is a complete fraud. Tighten up your battleship. Make sure you have really good profile pictures. This is why in my 3-month coaching program, we do an in-depth dating profile review. We do an audit of everything that's going on your dating profile so that when you send messages like these, they actually work, they actually stick. So it's all about your pictures. It's all about writing interesting bios. And yes, it's all about writing these really interesting and captivating first messages that build intrigue. Before I jump into the content, gentlemen, you know what I got to do. I got to flex up with yet another review of my 3-month coaching program. This is from my boy, Tim. Tim says, CoachMarkSing, you absolute legendary champion. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart once again for having me in the coaching program. I can write a whole essay about how the program changed my life, but I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here's my review. It's really hard to put into perspective and find the right words to describe how much I've changed in these last 3 months. The basics are whatever you put in, you'll get out, except 10x that. I'm at the point where I'm talking to 5 girls consistently and have dates whenever I want them. The best thing for me was getting my inner beliefs and inner game in order. Once that happened, I started to feel like a real masculine man. Confidence through the roof, or like some Spartan who just won a great battle. I can't recommend the program enough. It definitely changed my life for the better. Mark is a hell of a legend, champion, and coach. Forever thankful and grateful. Tim, thank you so much for that, brother. I sincerely appreciate it. Man, when you do put in the work, when you're willing to face your fears like a goddamn man does, yeah, you get the results. And I use NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, because I'm the one coach, and I can't even believe this is true, I'm the one coach on the market that actually addresses what's going on inside your head, what's going on inside your brain, what kind of thoughts you think. Because remember, boys, women's attraction for you is based on what? Your behavior. And what dictates your behavior? Your belief systems. So if you don't believe you're enough, your voice is going to inflect incorrectly. You're going to have incorrect body language. You're going to be uncomfortable, and thus you're not going to get her attracted to you. So a lot of coaches will teach these kinds of things like I'm going to teach you today. And yes, I teach them too. But the most important thing is the foundation. You can't build a house on sand. It's just going to get swept away by the floods. The way you do is you dig deep and you get down to the foundation, which is in your fucking head, to fix this bullshit. I'm not enough. You shouldn't approach girls. She'd be better off with another dude. That girl's out of my league. Just a belief system. Who gave you the belief system? Probably your dad or your brother or your teachers or your coach or a friend when you were young, or you just inherited belief systems from a society that says that you're not enough. Now you've bought into it. You're getting the same results over and over again, and you wonder why. It's all inside the head, boys. I am telling you. That's because guy after guy after guy who comes through my program and does the custom 3-month NLP protocol that I create for them, I get the same emails time and time again. It's like I've read this thing 1,000 times on this podcast, and there's multiple hundreds of them on my website. Why haven't you signed up yet? I literally don't understand. So let's stop the procrastination, the foot dragging because of fear. Go to my goddamn website, CoachMarkSing.com. Click on coaching, fill in the quick application. We are going to get on a no pressure 1-hour NLP call to analyze whether or not I can at least 10x your current results with women, just like I did for Tim. He's like, dude, this was the best decision I ever made in my life because we address what's inside here, inside your brain skull. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get the results. All right, gentlemen, let's go into these openers. So Once again, I really have to preface this so that I don't wake up tomorrow morning with 60,000 emails saying, dude, it didn't work, bro. I hit up this fucking 10 who looks so good. She gives me a boner just by looking at the top half of her pictures. And she's probably a fake model that the freaking dating apps put up because they want to get more visitors, but it didn't work. She didn't reply back. Relax, bro. Okay, your pictures, your profile, it has to be dialed in. She has to match with you and have some sort of attraction for you if this is going to work. But I'll tell you what, it's hell of a lot better than, hey, what's up? Or, hey, come over. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Why don't you come over to my house for Netflix and chill, as it were? And girls hear that shit all the time. My girlfriends show me message after message. Do you know what they say? Hey, what's up? How are you? How was your weekend? Where'd you go last weekend? Would you want to come over? What are you doing tomorrow? You want to come over to my house? Where do you live? Okay, these are literally the types of messages that guys send, and it's all wrong. It's all wrong. How would you as a woman feel? And I want you to really think about this analogy. If you were online and literally guys are coming up to you saying, you want some dick? You want some dick? You want some dick? That's a woman's reality. You ever see that show, The Walking Dead? There's this one scene where the Asian dude is trapped with all these zombies and he's on like this big trash can thing and he's standing there and there's all these zombies trying to kill him. That's what it's like being a woman. She's on the dumpster, doesn't know where to go. All these dudes are surrounding it, trying to give her their dick. And that's the way it is being a hot girl on the dating apps. So we need to differentiate ourselves, boys. We need to be interesting. We need to build intrigue. We need to give her something that makes her want to reply back. God to the damn it. So few guys do this. Now, when you come into my coaching program, I give you 20 plus templates to run on girls, different openers, different sequences, different ways to get them intrigued. You beta test it because each guy's going to have different results based on his pictures. And I really want you to think about this. If this guy says this thing and this guy over here says the exact same thing, they're going to have two different results because whether or not the actual message is congruent with how they look and how they portray themselves. That's why I give so many damn templates. I'm like option 1, option 2, option 3, up to option 20 to how to message these chicks to actually get a message back. So try these. And if they don't work for you, please don't email me about it. All right. The issue is probably your pictures. The issue is how you're portraying yourself. So these are better than what's up, but there's no 100% guarantee success rate with anything. Even my best clients, the guys who have their dating apps completely dialed in and they're just like perfection in a freaking box, those guys only get, 60% reply rate. Why? A lot of the girls are fake. Did you know that 40 to 50% of women on dating apps are straight fake? They're put there by certain dating apps, not all dating apps, but they're put there by certain dating apps to get more guys to click into them. So you see this bona fide 10 and she never replies to you. She could be fake, man. She could be completely fake. Why would a 10 be on a dating app? Let's be honest with each other. Many of them don't go on the dating apps because they don't need to. They got guys hitting them up on Instagram, in the nightclubs, and everything else that they do. So realistic expectations before I share these with you, but these get a much, much higher success rate than anything else you're going to do, such as what's up, how you doing, or worst of all, please come over. Okay, we want to build a little intrigue first. We want to build some rapport. I'm not saying you have to sit there and text with each other to get to know each other for 2 weeks, but at least 7 to 8, 10, 12 texts for her to warm up. Then what I like to do is move it over to texting, and then we go for the phone number, different podcast episode. This one is openers. We're simply opening her to get her attracted, to get her interested, and these work really well. All right, the first one I want to share with you is you look like you'd steal my favorite hoodie. The reason this works really well is because it's playful. As I've been speaking with you guys about for the last several weeks, playfulness is what gets attraction from women. So when you say you look like you'd steal my favorite hoodie, this is a playful interaction where she's stealing something from you. It does indicate and assume a certain amount of attraction and familiarity where you guys are hanging out so much that she's actually able to steal your hoodie, which means she's come into your house. Maybe you guys have slept together. There's that implied sense of connection, that implied sense of familiarity that will feel good to her. And then she replies back, no, I wouldn't. And then you can go on and on from there. So you look like you'd steal my favorite hoodie. That's opener number 1. Opener number 2 is there's something interesting I noticed about your pictures. Okay, I really want you guys to remove yourself from your standard thinking of just trying to get her onto a date and use the concept of with them. What's in it for me? Every single person who you deal with in life, and this is such a big life tip, this is such a big persuasion tip, is thinking about what's in it for me. Okay, as I'm sitting here doing the podcast, I'm thinking about what's in it for me. I try not to, but I'm really thinking, how can I get clients out of this? I want to read Tim's testimonial and show him how badass my program is. I want to give him some good openers. I want to give him some good tips. That's the point of my podcast. I'm thinking about me. How can I get more clients? How can I get more guys that I can train up? Now, how I try to differentiate myself from most people is I only don't think about me. I also think about you because I understand the concept of WIFM. You're listening or watching this podcast right now with a myriad of other things you could be doing. And you're sitting there like, what's in it for me? All I want are the lines and I want them to work for me so my life can get better. What do you think she's thinking? Do you think she's over there thinking, what's in it for the guy messaging me? No, she's especially thinking what's in it for me. So when you say, I noticed something interesting about your pictures, that plays into that. She's like, oh, what was interesting about them? Why did he think they were interesting? I wonder what he's going to say. I wonder what he's going to say. And she'll shoot back. Okay, it's not like magical will work for you if you look like a mountain troll sitting in front of your Batman poster with the freaking corner down with the spider web coming off of it and like dried cum on it because you masturbate so often. Obviously, it can't overcome that, but it's way better than what's up. How was your weekend? I noticed something interesting about your pictures. Okay, she's going to text back, oh, what was that? And then you notice something interesting about her pictures. Let her know what it was. What we like to do in my program, and this is part of the templates that I give, is, you know what? I don't want you to get a big head. If I tell you, you have to promise me not to let it get to your head. Okay, why does that work? Because it's making her more curious. Remember, curiosity elicits replies. If I texted you right now and I was like, hey, bro, I noticed something interesting about you on our coaching call the other day, you'd be like, what is it, Mark? You'd be typing so fast your knuckles would explode because you want to know what I think of you, what others think of you, what's in it for me. So you say, if I tell you I don't want you to get a big head, you need to relax a little bit. And she's like, yeah, I promise. Then you say, do you pinky promise? Because you do understand that the pinky promise is a promise that's recognized by the United States Supreme Court, correct? Then she laughs and she says, yes, I pinky promise. Then you say, I noticed you look genuinely happy in your pictures, like you don't fake it. True story? ? Then she replies back, yes, true story, blah, blah, blah to the fucking blah. Then you get her phone number, move it over to texting, and then you use the closing date hangout that, of course, I provide to my clients. And I think I've done a podcast on it. I don't remember what the title was. Please don't email me being like, bro, what was the title for that? Just go search for it. MarkSing, how to close a date. That'll get you on the date. So those are templates. What's in it for me? Another one is, did you really mean to post that? Now, when you see that message, let's put ourselves in her shoes. You're on Instagram and someone's like, did you really mean to post that? And you're like, well, shit, what did I post? Did I accidentally post a picture of my butt cheek that my phone accidentally took a picture of and then went to Instagram and posted it? You guys ever fear that happening? Like you're taking a dump and you're looking at Instagram and you accidentally swipe to the Reels thing and then you accidentally press record and you're like, oh shit, this thing's gonna record me slapping a biscuit and accidentally post it to Instagram. So when you say, did you really mean to post that? She's gonna be like, post what? Okay, and then you could just point to a picture, but at least you're engaging with her. And say, oh, this picture right here, did you mean to post that? I found it pretty interesting that XYZ happened. And there's something else I noticed that was interesting too, thus eliciting more curiosity. So when we do cold DMs, eliciting curiosity is paramount. You got to make her curious. What's in it for me? What does this guy know? What is he noticing that I haven't noticed? And then if you could fluff her ego a little bit, everybody likes that. Like if you email me and you're like, Mark, I noticed something you do really well on your podcast that no other podcast host does. You want to know what it is? I'll be like, yeah, bro, tell me. But if you do email me that, of course, I'll know you got that from this. So don't try to play games, bro. Just be real with me and go sign up for my program. God damn it. A free 1 hour NLP breakthrough session to see what's going on in here inside your head, the most important place. All right. The fourth opener that I really like to use is, you're pretty cute, Sarah, but I think your dog's the one that will steal my heart. Aw, yes, it works, boys. It works, okay? So cheesy, so contrived, but she loves her dog. Again, think about with them. What's in it for me? What do chicks absolutely love? They love themselves. They love the attention off the dating apps. They love all the dudes flaunting over them, like saying, you want some dick? You want some dick? Like The Walking Dead, and she's standing on the freaking dumpster. But they also love their goddamn pets. Okay, who doesn't love their pet? If you don't love your pet, you are one cold MFer. Everybody loves their goddamn pet. So when you say you're pretty cute and all, Sarah, but I think your dog's the one that will steal my heart, she's going to go into her feminine. She's going to be all into it and be like, oh my God, I know he's so cute, right? This gets into her emotions, which I tell you guys all the time too, is extremely important. You're touching upon something that she loves and recognizing the cuteness of that dog, even though the freaking thing could look like a goddamn Doberman that you wouldn't get 5 feet from. Who cares? Just say, I think your dog's the one that will steal my heart. She's going to eat it up. Works every time. When boys, your pictures are in order, your bios are in order, you have a dialed in battleship, then it's going to work. Also, if you don't send it to a bot, this freaking 10 that looks like an angel that dropped down from heaven itself probably isn't going to reply to you because she's probably not real. And you guys really need to wrap your mind around that. There are a lot of fake profiles. And why would a 10 be on the dating apps anyway? Let's really be honest with each other. All right, boys. And the final one, number 5 is there's something I need to tell you. There's something I need to tell you. Okay, I'm going to give you a bonus one too after this, so make sure to stay tuned. But there's something I need to tell you elicits her curiosity. It could even elicit some form of, oh no, am I in danger? Is there something wrong? It's kind of like one of the best ways to get a girl's phone number while you're driving and her window's up is to honk and point at her tire. And she's going to roll her window down and be like, hey, what's up? How to meet you? Thought you were cute. Obviously, this light's about to turn green, so I'm going to do the only thing I can do, and that's ask for your phone number. What do you think? So you're just getting your foot in the door any way you can. We've been honking at girls before and like roll down your window and she won't do it. But if you point at the tire and you're like, hey, there's something maybe wrong with your car, she's going to roll it down. Look, I know it's a trick and I know some of you guys get butthurt about quote unquote manipulative type of stuff, but sometimes you got to go the extra mile in order to get these chicks to simply open your DM, especially on Instagram. Do you know how many DMs these chicks get? So you need something interesting, but more importantly, and I cannot stress this enough, especially on Instagram, you have to portray value. I'm actually going to do a podcast episode on this, how to up your value on the social media apps, because that's what it's all about. So if you have that value, if you're looking good, you're portraying a good lifestyle, you're portraying that you have hot girls in your life, that you're a dude who's in the know and you have access to scarce resources, and then you hit her up with there's something I need to tell you, she's going to reply to it. Or you say you look like you'd steal my favorite hoodie, or you're pretty cute, Sarah, but your dog's the one who would steal my heart. That's all she needs to interact with you. All right, here's my bonus one, gentlemen. This won't work so goddamn well is, so hey, Sarah, I heard something about you from your friends. Or so, hey, Sarah, I heard something about you through the grapevine. Okay, now this implies that you know her in some way. This goes into with them, what's in it for me. She wants to know. This elicits her curiosity. This elicits intrigue. Okay, so there's something I heard about you, and I do this all the time over texting with girls that I met in the nightclubs or I met through social circle, which means she has mutual friends with me. And I say, hey, there's something I heard about you. Your friends told me something about you. There's something you should know that I heard and it involves you. Any mixture of those that elicit that curiosity and she wants to know what it is, super goddamn powerful. So gentlemen, I encourage you to steal those from me. Of course, if you didn't write them down, go back and listen to the episode and write them down because they are that powerful. And again, when you come into my program, not only do we give you a full audit of your dating apps, but we also give you template after template for what to say after you do these opening lines. What if she says this? What do you say to that? How do you close the date? What do you do when she starts falling off? How do you get her back in? And most importantly, how do you build up the attraction enough where she isn't going to flake on you for that first date? Part of the reason women flake on the first date is you didn't elicit enough attraction. That's all it is. Why would a woman waste her time going out with the dude who she's not properly attracted to? She's going to say, no, I'd just rather flake. Why? What's in it for me? That's all she's thinking. And that's what I want you guys to really try to comprehend when you're dealing with females. All you're thinking about is what's in it for you, bro. So why wouldn't she be thinking the same thing? You're thinking, I want to get in that underwear. I want to get that ass. I want to get some sex. And I want it to be as painless and effortless as possible. Okay, I know how you think because I think the same way. I want it to go quickly. I want it to be painless. Let's just get this done. I need that ass. She's thinking, is he going to be fun? Is he going to elicit emotions? Is he going to show me a good time? Is this going to be a waste of my time? Am I going to get raped? Am I going to get hurt? She's always thinking what's in it for me. So when your first messages elicit and point to that all-important concept of with them, you're going to get much better results. So gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, man, if we haven't met yet, I'm actually confused and a little bit hurt by the fact that you haven't signed up yet. I have read review after review on this podcast. You know how effective NLP is to reprogram the brain so you behave correctly in front of these girls, so that when you match with the girl and you do hit her with some of these first messages, when you get on the first date, your behavior is congruent with the image that you portray on the social media apps. We could portray high value all day long, pre-selection, and do all that stuff. But when she actually gets on the date with you, do you feel confident that you're going to be able to close? Do you feel confident in yourself? Do you feel like your belief systems up here in your head are powerful enough to get that high quality girl attracted to you? If not, that's what I do, man. Hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, I'm just producing girl magnets over and over and over again because I've found the combination of fixing the bullshit inside your head, as well as holding you accountable to approach a certain number of girls, create a top of funnel idea, improve your social media standing, how to send messages on the dating apps, how to close dates. It's a fully comprehensive program with the single purpose to 10x your current results with women. And my God, does it work. Holy crap, gentlemen, the pictures I see from my clients, I'm kind of like, damn, dude, you're pulling girls as fine as the girls that I've pulled. Like, this is pretty insane how effective this shit works. Click the link in the description below, CoachMarkSing.com/coaching. Fill in the quick application. You and I are going to email a little bit back and forth just for me to see that you're serious and for you to tell me about some of the things you're struggling with. Then you're going to get on a call, a free 1-hour breakthrough session with my boy, Victor Lynch, my partner, my wingman, and NLP expert, to assess whether or not we can at least 10x your results with women. I look forward to talking to you soon. Nothing's going to happen. If you feel that it's because of what's going on inside your head that you're struggling with women and you just can't get to the next step, this is the solution. This is going to get you to the next step, but I can't do it for you unless you come talk to us. So sign up right now. I can't wait to meet you soon. Gentlemen, I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays, so please stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you in the next episode.